Today's episode is brought to you by Audible.com. Go over and get you a free audiobook 30-day free trial over at www.audibletrial.com/nerdcave. You can be picking up Timothy Zahn's new book, Thrawn. It's freaking awesome. Or you can get Ahsoka. You can get all these Star Wars books because everybody loves Star Wars. If you don't love Star Wars, what are you doing with your life? There's over 180,000 titles, though, to choose from. You can get it on your iPhone, your Android, your Kindle. And if you have an MP3 player and what are you doing with your life, you can get that there as well. So go over to audibletrial.com/nerdcave and grab you one of those new books. Get smart. We read at the Nerd Cave. We read. Build it beautiful. You know what I don't have a big problem with?
Skyrim.
Skyrim Special Edition is getting a new survival mode. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim released in 2011, but Bethesda's reignited players' love for the game and reached a new generation through Skyrim Special Edition last year. In addition to a new coat of paint and all the DLC, Skyrim Special Edition also included support for mods. Now Bethesda is taking that a step further with the release of Survival Mode. Survival Mode has gained prominence in the industry lately, and now one of the most beloved games of all time is adding new layers of difficulty by implementing more realistic parameters through this mode. Survival Mode adds new challenges like hunger, fatigue, and cold, so players need to think about new elements when staying alive through their journey. Hunger can be staved off by eating, though consuming raw meat can have give your character food poisoning. Fatigue can be fended off by sleeping, and if you bundle up in warm clothes or armor, you're able to brave colder areas. If you're a vampire or werewolf, you can restore hunger by feeding on your victims. Vampires and werewolves also get cold much slower. In addition, fast travel and automatic health regeneration are disabled. While you need to sleep in a bed to level up and your character's carrying capacity is reduced, new diseases and afflictions will also appear throughout Skyrim, and shrines will require a gold offering in order to cure diseases. Survival Mode is available now on Steam through opting into beta testing next week. The mode will launch on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It will be available for free 1 week for all players. Bethesda hasn't specified how much it will cost after the first week. Now,
That sounds super cool to me.
yeah, it does sound cool, but I'll read this again. Bethesda hasn't specified how much it will cost after the first week.
It shouldn't cost anything.
The Creator Club, we just talked about microtransactions. The Creator Club that Bethesda has made, by God, kill it now.
Yep.
There's been even people that have made a mod so you don't see the Creator Club in Fallout or Skyrim or anything.
Really?
Yes, they've taken it where it's off the menu. That's saying a lot right here.
Oh, yeah.
There are better mods that are free than the stuff that's on the Creator Club. This does sound cool, but this also sounds like another game.
What game is that, Zach?
Breath of the Wild.
I was just about to say that, and then I was going to say, have you seen any of like the Breath of the Wild mods people have been doing?
I haven't seen any of that.
Oh my god, they're so like it really is becoming like the new Skyrim of mods. Like someone like made one of, like there's like a Thomas the Tank Engine like horse thing, so someone's like that's a big horse, but it's just Thomas. And then they made one of the Hinoxes, they made it Shrek, so you have this gigantic Shrek ogre chasing after you.
Oh God.
Someone had, it was like, I think it was the Master, the Master Sword was like a diamond sword from Minecraft, and their shield was just SpongeBob.
What?
But
Yeah, but this survival mode sounds just like
Yeah.
yeah, like you were
Breath of the
talking
Wild.
about the food, and
The hunger and all of that.
just, like, the warm clothes, and I was like, because I was playing Breath of the Wild this morning, and I was just like, I'm sounding like Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild.
just like it, because the only thing they didn't add is breakable weapons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that would have been the next thing.
Like I said, I still like the idea of it, in a Skyrim universe.
Yeah.
But, like you said, it should be free.
Yeah, especially if these people have bought the freaking game, and then it has all the DLC and all of that.
For 360, and now you've had to buy it again for Xbox One.
Yeah, and it should have all the DLC. That's the way it was been toted, and you get mods and all of that. One of the mods that I did see this week that was actually really cool, since we're talking about Skyrim, they have a new mod now that you actually can play 2-player in Skyrim.
Oh.
Yeah, so like me and you could play together, or you could join the Stormcloaks and I could join the Imperials, and we could go against each other the whole game. So it's like even like a little PvP mode type deal and everything.
That would be cool.
So that was an awesome mod that I saw. But, giving people that taste, some people like the harder difficulties and everything, but not having it free, I have a problem with that. And I understand people are working on this and all of that, but you have got so much money out of Skyrim.
Did I hear something about a wife beater?
No, the original light beer. That's a commercial.
Like, the original wife beaters are like, are talking about tank tops?
So if you want it, try it out for free. And if you don't like it, then
don't pay for it.
Don't pay for it. Now, one thing that I'm going to be paying for later this month.
All three of us will be paying for this.
Learn about Egyptian history in Assassin's Creed Origins. Assassin's Creed Origins will get an educational mode early next year called Discovery Tour by Assassin's Creed Ancient Egypt. Ubisoft says free update will let players... Free update.
What word is that?
Free update
Never heard of that word.
will let players explore Ancient Egypt in Assassin's Creed Origins without worrying about combat or time constraints. This includes visiting Alexandria, Memphis, Nile Delta, Great Sand Sea, and more. So, throughout these locations in Assassin's Creed Origins, there will be guided tours according to Ubisoft. For example, you'll be able to learn about the life of Cleopatra or the mummification process. It's a dream come true for us to offer Discovery Tour by Assassin's Creed Ancient Egypt, an educational mode built specifically for people to learn more about the incredible history of ancient Egypt through the interactive experience made possible via a video game, said the game's creative director Jean Gouzdon in a statement.
My dude, that's really cool.
That is awesome.
Both. We like to learn people something every now and then, and I think this is a great idea.
Yeah, I love it.
And, Egyptian history has some really, really cool things. Because I know,
I remember sitting in third grade watching documentaries. That was the coolest thing.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'll still go watch, like someone's unearthed a tomb. And, you go and watch all this stuff. And, even listening to Rick Riordan's books and in video games, there's always lessons to be learned about ancient societies. And, I think having just an educational part of the game in general is just phenomenal.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the great strengths that Assassin's Creed has always had is that they go back in time and they're letting you explore these amazing locations in that time period, and they're finally branching out to something that I think they could have done a long time ago. But now that they're focusing on it, I think it will be a really cool tool. And I would love to see if somebody's out there teaching history or whatever to actually use this. Of course, you're not having to find anybody or anything, but you could do some really cool stuff with this in the classroom. So
and also it's like for the kids who are like, I don't want to learn anything. Like you rope them in by giving them this really cool game, and they're like, actually, I do kind of want to learn more about that, and then it's there for them to learn. Because all the other Assassin's Creed, they're not exactly the most historically accurate. I'm doing air quotes.
yeah, they are.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Revolutionary War was spot on.
The whole assassins thing.
What? Assassins are real.
Actually, they were real.
Templars and all those good things.
But no,
don't tell me it's not real.
Apples.
And oranges.
They technically were real, like back during the Crusades and all that stuff. But actually, I actually learned a good amount about the Crusades playing those games.
Oh yeah.
So whenever I was taking, it was like a world religion class in high school. I came to the Crusades and I was like, I know all. Oh my god, I know all this. Video games taught me something.
You know what video games have taught me? That you cannot trust release dates.
No.
You cannot trust any of that. Call of Cthulhu release date has delayed yet again. Focus Interactive has announced the Call of Cthulhu release date has been pushed into 2018. The highly anticipated horror title was originally scheduled to ship for PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One at some point in 2017, before slowly being pushed back to Q4 window. Writing on the official Call of Cthulhu Twitter, developer Synad, I guess that's how you say it, 2018 will announce an accurate date as soon as possible, but first we're focused on making the game great. Have a nice day. The upcoming horror title is based off H.P. Lovecraft's novel and the role-playing game of the same name, and sees private investigator Edward Pierce snooping around the spooky Darkwater Island in Massachusetts as he attempts to uncover the mystery behind a grisly murder. Call of Cthulhu was originally developed at Frogwares, who are best known for their work on Sherlock Holmes title. Production then switched to Sanad in early 2016, who confirmed that the game would marry both RPG and stealth elements in a semi-open world, punctuated by the occasional dose of psychological horror. I'm excited for this game. It looked really cool at E3 this past year. Yeah, it was at E3.
Like you said the name, I'm like, I don't remember this
Yeah.
game at all.
Yeah, I can't remember what conference it was shown at. It had a really cool trailer to it. I don't know. Your memory must be bad.
I mean, it has been bad lately.
I'm fine with things getting pushed back to be better, but stop giving timelines if you don't have the game almost finished. For the love of God,
Especially when it's not finished, be vague. Be like, oh, it's coming out, in this general time frame. Not like, oh, expected by October.
yeah.
Or November.
This month, date, hour, minute, second.
Yeah, and I think a lot of this is because of the publishers want to get those early pre-orders, get money to start coming in, and that puts the developers in a very bad position, but then they have to push it back and everything, but they've already got that influx of cash right then and there, and the publisher's fine with it getting pushed back.
Yeah.
Because they've already got money. So that's what I have a problem with.
Oh, yeah.
But looking forward to it. The gameplay, like everything that was shown in the trailer and everything, looked really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to actually getting to play that game. Now, back to the Switch, and back to one of my favorite companies, thankfully, that has made their engine much, much better. Telltale Games' Nintendo Switch is a perfect match for the studio. What? I can say I know what you just
You know
thought.
what I'm thinking.
If recent comments from Telltale Games are any indication, Switch owners can expect plenty of support from the adventure game developer for Nintendo's console in the future. Nintendo Switch is a perfect match for Telltale. Creative Communications head Job Stauffer told MCV at Gamescom. According to Stauffer, no series is out of the question for a Switch port, and the studio is looking backwards and forwards in their portfolio when considering what to bring to the platform. To say we're steering away from other content because the audience isn't there isn't true, he explained. Stauffer said that the studio isn't in a hurry to release The Walking Dead for Switch just yet, because looking into earlier seasons might require some additional effort to bring our content up to speed and up to Nintendo standards. Minecraft Story Mode, The Complete Adventure, was released last month for the Nintendo Switch, and both Telltale's Batman and Guardians of the Galaxy were recently confirmed to come to the platform. Stauffer said the first season of Batman will likely be the next title to come to the platform, with Guardians of the Galaxy and the second season of Minecraft Story Mode expected to follow sometime thereafter. Apparently there are several plans, and the company is also working on the second season of Wolf Among Us. So
Now, these
glad
games,
there's no camera on her.
we can all be thankful for things like that. The small victories in life. But this is like perfect for the Switch. Because, I know sometimes, like you said, playing Destiny on your on the Vita and stuff like that. I know sometimes games can be harder to play on those type of games, especially if you're playing it, like the Vita is set up. Like if you're playing with the Joy-Con.
If they get rid of these touch pads everywhere, it'd be much better.
But I think coming to the Switch is very good because it fits into the style of play of what Nintendo is. And I could see you having those glamour shots with it.
Like a Phil Collins album.
But with this coming to Switch, I think it's just it's a beautiful meld of what could be perfect.
Oh, I agree, 100%. I did pick up my Vita, my wonderful Vita. It is so small compared to the Switch. Like, I picked it up and I'm like, God, this thing is little. Like, it is so small, but I still love it.
You still love it.
I still love you, Vita. Continuing on with Nintendo, the Wii Shop channel will close in 2019. The Wii Shop channel, the digital storefront for the Wii, will be closing in 2019. Nintendo made the announcement today, revealing that users will no longer be able to add Wii points to their account starting March 27th, 2018. The shop has been open since 2006 and introduced the world to Nintendo's popular Virtual Console initiative. However, by 2011, the Wii Shop was largely overtaken by Nintendo's eShop, which is also functioning as the Switch's storefront for the digital purchase as well as the 3DS. According to the press release, users will still be able to re-download purchases and use the Wii System's transfer to transfer data between the Wii and the Wii U for the foreseeable future. And apparently they are, once it closes down and you have unredeemed Wii points, they will eventually give you a refund.
Oh, eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually.
You know, they have heard the Nerd Cave podcast and they know not to put a date on anything.
It'll be like when you're like 50, you've totally forgotten about it, and you're like, you get like a little notification on, I don't know, like your brain phone, because we'll probably have that by then. It's just like, hey, those Wii points, here's your refund. Like,
What? What's Wii points?